Hello, everyone!
Hello!
Welcome to Board Game House, where friends play board games on the internet for you. Remember, there's three of us. Today it's Wednesday, so there's only two of us. So we are going to be continuing playing our playthrough of Detective. We are on case 3. Hello, SoCal. Hello, Catskills. Hello, Wampus. Hello, G. How's everyone doing this evening? Before we begin, a few quick announcements. For the whole year, we're going to be giving back. So any cash donations, not bits or subs, but actual donations, we'll be giving 20% of that to charity. It's going to change each quarter. And then for every $100 we collect, we're going to be donating donating a game to Toy Mountain for West Virginia University. It's kind of like Toys for Tots, but here local in West Virginia. Lots of new stuff keeps going up on the YouTube, so definitely make sure you're there checking that out. New how to plays are going up there. There's going to be some other content that should hopefully be going up by the end of the week as well. All of our playthroughs as always, so definitely check that out. Follow us on our socials. I think that's everything we really have. There's not a whole lot going on right now. You can't see anything because everything has to be changed around right now.
Indeed.
There you go.
We are at 721 followers, which means we are 79 away from our goal of 800. I feel like that number is climbing fairly quickly, and then it makes me happy. I love you all.
So join us.
Join us.
All right.
My eye just twitched like massively. It was real weird. I didn't like it at all. Not even a little bit.
So, shall we go through what we did with the last one and kind of catch people up to date with like the last two cases for anyone that's missed them?
Sure.
All right. So, if you missed last week or the week before,
Case 1. We discovered...
The case 1 was the man with the golden watch.
We discovered who had the golden watch, who brought the golden watch over. Well, we didn't figure out who brought the golden watch over. They told us at the end. We also did not figure out who murdered him in that one. We didn't really do a very good job in the first one. The second one, which was a soldier with a heart of gold, we figured out who killed him and made an arrest and, learned some new things. So, yeah. So, case 1, Nazis.
Marmagny, hello.
Essentially how it went. Hi, Marmagny.
What was case 2? Robots or something? Alien robot something or another?
I feel like you're making things up again.
No,
You're making things up again.
It was what was said in the chat. I'm not making things up. Alright. Case 3 that we're doing today.
Called
Blockade.
Oh no, there's a thing on it that just says ASAP.
No, right there's the name.
I know. ASAP.
So, do you want to read through our case booklet and give us our little introduction like normal?
Yeah. Well, let's see if there's a video.
Oh, okay.
Like there was last time.
Let's see.
So I don't do that, and then it come back and be like, oh.
Case 3. Blockade. Oh, there is.
See?
So let me switch over to here.
It's real weird, because it won't let us make it big. Unless we go to YouTube.
Previously on Detective, a modern crime board game. Soldiers from a single unit create a successful business network. Decorated soldier wanted to reveal secrets from the past. Politician arrested for a murder that occurred 20 years ago. The case is closed. Case 3, Blockade.
I think we're still along the lines that the politician's dad is the one that killed the The soldier that died on the mountain by a supposed sniper that was never found.
Quite possibly. Alright, so, Megan, do you want to read us our campaign file?
Yes. That is over here in the casebook, right?
Yes.
Yee. Case 3. Blockade. It is the center thing, which made it really easy to open up to the right page. Introduction.
Do you want theme music while you read?
Well, this is just the introduction. I'll need theme music momentarily. Before you lies the third mission of the campaign. It comes with a change to the pace of the game and the style of conducting investigations. In previous missions, the most difficult task was filtering information and extracting the facts that would allow you to solve the case from the tangle of data and files. Now, time will be the most important aspect, something we're not good at. In this mission, you will encounter fewer plot lines. I kind of appreciate that. And the ocean of clues you have become used to will dry out to a trickle of hints. Your task will be extremely difficult. Great. The traces are few and far between. We didn't find any trace. Well, we found one trace last time. And each mistake costs precious time. Great. This case will require you to display a surgeon's level of precision, something that neither of us have. Just one or two mistaken clues and the mission will end in tragedy.
Noah, thank you so much for that host, buddy.
Great. Noah!
Hold on.
Remember that the keyword read does not cost you any time. Remember that the...
Oh, there it is. It just didn't pop up again. I was like, why did it pop up?
Remember that the... looks like the Wi-Fi icon allows you to use all internet resources to get information. That's all. Good luck. Alright, now I need theme music. Let me take a drink. Haven't had a lot to drink today. I almost made myself a big old thing of coffee just to stay on theme. We had Chinese last week, so I figured having coffee would keep on theme for this week. Antara's headquarters, July 15th, 8:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry for being late, says Prosecutor Wedford. She is seething as she enters the conference room where the meeting is taking place. The Mayo gates are jammed again. I was stuck there for over 40 minutes. I hate that bridge. Bridge Lee is less busy at this hour, Delaware responds as he launches on Terrace. Besides, the Mayo Bridge was built by a hero of our city, Colonel John Mayo. You can't possibly hate him. That's going to be a name to remember. He says, laughing at his own joke. He asks the woman to sit down. Delaware opens his notebook, turns over several pages, and begins to sum up the results of your investigation on the Golden Watch and the murder of Horatio Dawson. His assistant, Ann Bishop, brings in coffee. For a few minutes, you discuss the most important points of the investigation. I would like to congratulate the team on their enormous effort with this rather unusual investigation. I'm proud of the accomplishments of the entire team. Nevertheless, I hope that our next tasks will refer to more contemporary. Suddenly, an alarm begins howling, and Delaware's monologue is cut short. The displays above the door flash with the message, "Building on lockdown. Risk of contamination." Yee. The fire doors lock with a hollow thud. The air conditioning stops with a moan, a phone on the conference table, and Delaware's cell phone ring at the same time. Delaware picks up the landline. "It's me. What's the report?" he asks while looking at the cell phone display. You can see it reads, "Number restricted." Antara's headquarters, July 15th, 8:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The room is tense and silent, other than the steady sound of the alarm. Prosecutor Wedford looks around anxiously. Delaware's face resembles a stone mask. "I understand. Please turn off the alarm." "The lockdown, of course, stands," he says to the receiver. He puts the phone down and looks at you. "I'm afraid I do not have good news." Antara's headquarters, July 15th, 8:18 a.m. Delaware asks the prosecutor to go to his office. Now you are alone with the chief. New data windows are starting to appear on the screens hanging on the wall of the conference room. Delaware explains what he learned. A suspicious parcel arrived at Richmond PD this morning. The policemen started to open it, but when they realized that something was wrong, they called the FBI, who in turn immediately informed Antares. A few minutes later, the parcel was in the Antares laboratory. I would gladly send you there, but as you can see, someone has just launched the procedure for lockdown in case of contamination.
At the moment, the system is resetting, but it can take up to several hours. I do not know exactly what's going on, but you have to sort this out. The lockdown can only be triggered from inside the building. The phone interrupts him again in the middle of a sentence. Delaware picks it up and talks briefly. He switches windows in the system, and a direct image from the laboratory appears on the screen on the wall. Yes, we see you. Please go ahead. I switched you to the main screen, he says as he hangs up. The parcel has just been opened in the laboratory. There was a cooler inside, he explains, pointing to the screen. You watch as the cooler is placed under the laminar cabinet, the BSL-3 type. The tech gently cuts the tape and lifts the lid of the refrigerator. In the middle of the fridge, there is an ice-filled plastic bag containing severed human finger. Containing a severed human finger. Jesus, Delaware whispers. After a long while, he turns to the laboratory staff. Please do not touch anything. We'll get back to you. When Delaware ends the connection to the lab, the conference room door opens and a white-faced Anna Bishop re-enters with her laptop in hand. You were supposed to wait with Wedford and my Delaware begins, but stops mid-sentence. Bishop puts her laptop on the table and points to the monitor. You can see an opened email and a video attachment. Bishop clicks on the video. Read. Other at 300.
Okay. Is this gonna be a video?
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta stop the music.
Oh.
I feel like I want to go big for this.
Yeah, go ahead. We also need to actually put it on the...
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, pause it.
Yep.
There's so much detail.
Okay, sorry. That's what we want. I'm gonna do this. Okay.
Lexington Comic-Con is fun. It's very, it's kind of spread out and a little confusing. And you have to go through checkpoints.
Every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes. But other than that, it's pretty cool.
Alright, ready?
Yeah. Oh no. Who is that?
It's a female.
Two sisters the other day met. Jackson and Cowpasture were their names, and hence James was born. Oh, I hope we're gonna have... I feel like I should be writing this down.
Yep.
Where's my pencil? Oh no.
You guys can't quite see it because it cuts off just a little bit, but the top says, two sisters the other day met. Seth Belmont, thank you so much for that host.
Thank you for the host. Are the pencils over there on that table?
Oh, actually, yeah, there's some over here.
Alright, I'm gonna just switch over to this one over here. Alright. Two sisters. The other day met. Jackson and Cowpasture were their names, and hence James was born. James. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to get...
That's okay.
It's fine.
That's fine.
All right. Ready to keep going?
Yes. Two sisters the other day grew. Belle or Mayo were their names, and hence the place was known. Oh, jeez. It's that.
Those are bridges.
That's gotta be either bridges or streets.
Yeah, well, Mayo we know is a bridge. And this takes place in Richmond. So we know...
True. wants to bet that I'm going to write all of this out?
And then it's going to give it to us in text form?
It's going to give it to us in text form.
Oh, no worries, Belmont. Link, stop it.
Was... Okay. Go. I don't like the creepy music. 2 sisters the other day ticked. Oh, that's not good. Don't like that. Oh.
Yeah, Belmont, what you missed at the beginning is during our briefing for this case, a lockdown was put in place in Antares, so we are stuck at the agency.
4,
Stop.
7 p.m. were their names, and hence the time was set. I don't like this. Okay, go ahead.
Is there a word after was? Oh, yeah, set. Sorry. Yeah, it's pinned behind ours.
One girl the other day begged Delaware and his agents were their names, and hence the truck.
One girl the other day begged Delaware and his agents were their names, and hence the truck. Nobody begged us anything.
Well, Delaware and his agents.
Oh, this is already taking a... Like, this is like feet first into this case.
Were their names, and hence the truck. And then there were pictures. Go.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I was going to, but nah, I don't feel like it.
Alright, well, tombstone,
Tombstone.
Dead bird.
Dead bird.
skull.
Skull.
I don't know if the colors make a difference.
Okay, so we'll just do tombstone. Dead bird and skull. Okay.
Do you want to write down what the colors are just so we know? Like dark and light? I don't think that it means that it's like green. I think it's just like...
Okay.
We'll
blow
the...
the... Oh! Whoa! Whoa! That is a...
Okay!
Whoa! I was not expecting that. That escalated real quickly. I was not expecting to have that just like giant on the screen.
Okay.
All right. Well. Okay. I'm glad I went to a new page because
that's a whole page of
that was like a whole page of stuff. All right. The room is silent. Oh, wait, sorry. Antares headquarters, July 15th, 8:27 a.m. The room is silent. Delaware breathes in sharply, and okay. Find that fucking truck, he says. His voice is cold as ice. I have no idea, but find that fucking truck and save that poor woman. He glances at the monitor. This rhyme, this video has to have some clues. Yike. Alright, goal of the case. Determine who is behind the kidnapping and make an arrest. If possible, save the abducted woman. Yike. Character abilities are not available in this mission. Investigators can't use skill tokens to dig deeper in this mission. As you will notice during the game, in this case, each lead card takes exactly 1 hour. The team can't leave the headquarters location. Each authority token obtained during the case allows you to discard 1 stress token at any time. Remember that each hour of work after 4 p.m. adds 1 stress token to your stress pool. In this scenario, we'll attempt to discover the card with a number corresponding to the place where the truck is parked. During the game, if you want to send the police somewhere to find out if there is a truck there, you should find the given card by its number and then check only its lower part. If the card's outline is normal, as in the illustration, the truck is not there. Move the time marker forward by 1 hour. You were wrong. If the card contains a truck icon on the bottom, as in the illustration, the police have found the truck. You must read the rest of the card. To discover the number of the card with the truck, you will have to understand the clue from the video and discover which number is tied to this clue. Oh no, okay. Time limit. Investigators can't end the day until the perpetrator is captured. Go overtime if you need to. Note, if the time marker goes up to 4 p.m. and you have not opened the truck, you must first read Other 350. Put an additional token on 4 p.m. as a reminder. If the time marker goes up to 4 p.m., the search for the truck is no longer available, aka the truck is going to explode at 4. And something else is going to explode at 7. Hi, baby. The stress limit for this case is 5. So, further leads. Search for the truck. The number of the card representing the truck corresponds to the street number on which the truck is parked. In order to find it, understand the clue hidden in the poem and use the internet number XXX headquarters. Check the police reports on the missing woman. Decide the order of the tests in the lab. Track down where the email came from. All right. And that's all that we have to go on.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, we can do a couple of different things. One, so let's say, first of
I'm
all,
already stressed.
Mayo is a bridge, and who's the other one?
Lee. Bridge Lee is one.
Lee, so that was that's the 2 names in there.
Well,
for the
no,
one clue.
Lee is not in here. Jackson and cow pasture, Bell or Mayo.
Bell? Is there a Bell Bridge?
I don't know.
Jackson and Cowbridge.
You are determined to make this just as difficult as you can, aren't you? Aren't you? Yes. Sweet girl.
She knows that she upset me earlier.
Yeah, no, she's like, love
So do we
me,
not get
sorry.
any... We get no tokens to try for anything?
Nothing. We get nothing.
Okay.
All right, sweetie, you are laying right on what we need to be looking at.
Well, do we want to try to see if that's a real bridge in Richmond? I mean, we have that ability to...
Well, I don't think that we really... We do. I promise you'll like to lay on that. Yeah. All right, so we don't want to search for the truck right now. Do we want
to try to track down the email? Or do we want to try to...
police reports, decide on the order of tests? I don't feel like we're going to have anything on the missing woman.
I think that she just went missing. I personally think we should try to...
with the 2 sisters? Who is this lady? I have so many questions.
Well, we can try to find out who the lady is first, or we can try to track down where the email came from. That's the 2 that I'm leaning towards.
Okay, let's do...
Oh no. Oh no! I feel like the email is going to come from a...
Understand the hidden clues in the poem and use
Yeah. So the
the
other...
internet to search that is what we have to do.
So, two sisters the other day met Jackson and Cow Pasture. Wait, hang on. Two sisters the other day met. Jackson and Cow Pasture were their names.
Those are street names. Hold on.
And hence, James was born. Two sisters the other day grew. Belle or Mayo were their names. And hence, the place was known. So we know this one is the bridge. We know this one has to do with streets.
I think.
I think so too.
What were the two names? Jackson
And Cow Pasture. River. Cow Pasture James. There's all kinds of things for us to look up.
There's the Cow Pasture River. Is there a Jackson River too?
Jackson River, yes. The James River is formed by the confluence of the Jackson River and the Cow Pasture River. All right, so that's actually river. All
We've
right.
cracked the first part.
All right, so...
So wait, where is this
It's
actually?
the James River, so my guess...
Hold on, I'm gonna go here. Let's see.
I feel like we're kind of cheating, but I don't know
No,
why.
we're not. We're allowed to look up anything online we want. Okay, Cow Pasture River. And is it some about the James River?
The Cow Pasture River and the Jackson River, where those come together, is the James.
Where's Richmond?
I don't know. I think you're very far off. Because right there was White Sulphur Springs.
Well, it could be Richmond, Virginia.
There's Roanoke, but Richmond is...
Way over there.
Yeah, Richmond is...
Right here.
When you scroll in like that, it goes wherever your
Yeah, I know.
marker is.
I want to go back.
Jackson River is a major tributary of the James River. The James River is formed by the confluence of the Jackson River and the Cow Pasture River.
I'm gonna click this and see. So this is all in the western part of the state.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the next names?
Belle or Mayo. We know that Mayo is
A
a bridge. So it is pretty easy for us to suspect that Belle is also a bridge. And my guess is, which they may both go over the James.
Here's the.
The Belle Isle Suspension Bridge.
Yeah, I'm guessing if I scroll out just a little bit.
Manchester. There's the Mayo Bridge. So yes, they both go over the James.
Okay, so what else was it? What was the other clues?
Two sisters the other day ticked 4 and 7 p.m. The other day ticked 4 and 7 p.m. were their names, and hence the time was set. We can pretty much
That's gonna be
go by those. That's when it's going to explode, and I would say 7 is probably going to be another explosion of some sort. One girl the other day begged. Delaware and his agents were their names, so they're saying we begged. Well, Delaware begged. Very much, it's very much figuring out how it is written here. All right, so.
Okay, so just looking at the clues, because we also had those pictures that popped up.
We had the tombstone that had the...
Which this is a cemetery right here.
Yeah.
What is there any roads that we saw in there, or is it just the rivers, James?
Well, at least there's a chapel there, which might mean there might be a small graveyard there, or that might be a big old graveyard. I actually don't know. I feel like I should.
Can we see what this is? Yeah, this is a huge cemetery.
Is it an actual chapel or is it a...
It's a mausoleum.
It's a mausoleum. That's very different.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It has to be just a huge cemetery, is my guess. Okay, what other...
They can't see any of this.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry, guys.
There was a dead bird?
So, what we were looking at is... So, this is the Lee Bridge. Or no, the Bell. That's the Bell Bridge. And this is the Mayo Bridge.
Dead bird and a skull.
I don't know if there's a... The Edgar Allan Poe...
Well, it looks like Bell goes over Bell Island, which seems to be
And there's also
a park.
But there's also Mayo Island.
Yes, but that's not a park.
Okay. I think there's multiple Poe museums. I think there is one in Richmond, though.
So you're free to go whenever.
Let's see.
There is one in Richmond, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
But where? Really close to the bridges.
Uh-huh.
All right. Poe's Pub.
Huh.
Places to put on the thing if like we all ever get to go to Richmond.
For sure.
All right, and then there's the skull, which could, go.
Are you thinking we like have to triangulate?
Scroll down into the next area down there.
Down here?
Yeah, and kind of scoot over so we have both the bridges in sight. No, the other way, both the bridges.
We have Poe's Museum.
Poe's Museum. The other one is way on the other side.
No.
Yeah, it's over there.
But Cemetery by Bell. Mayo Poe. So we have a cemetery, we have the eagle, the last thing we have is a skull.
Which, I mean, could just be... What's on Mayo Island?
I don't think anything's on Mayo. There is something on Mayo Island. I don't know.
Look it up. Cemetery.
Thank you. I didn't want just the location of it.
Beautiful setting. Lock your car, though.
So somebody actually mentioned the Hollywood Cemetery, but it's over near. I guess that must be where that mausoleum
Gotcha.
is.
So that whole thing must be
thing
the...
is Hollywood Cemetery.
So we have Poe over here.
And then the National Cemetery is over here. So what is in Well, that doesn't help me with what's on Mayo Island.
Does anything have to be on Mayo Island? Mayo is the bridge.
I'm just curious what's on Mayo Island. Right now, where you're searching, it's just going to show us. It's only going to show us Google Maps stuff.
Wait, why can't I do?
Here we go. Just do Mayo Island. Yeah.
I mean, we can look at the history of it. I'm not sure what's on the island.
Well, you clicked on pictures instead of
I know. I was just seeing what was on the
Beans.
island.
There you go. Mayo Island, Richmond, Virginia. It looks like it's just like a...
Places they have like parties.
Yeah. Interesting.
But that could be a great place to. It has a bunch of open parking lots. It could be a great place to park a truck.
Good.
What?
I'll show it to you later. All right, let's take that back. Do we want to? Let's do one of these. So we have an idea of what we're looking at over here.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Do we want to check the reports, or do we want to track down where the email came from? I don't think we're going to be able to track down where the email came from. I feel like that thing is going to bounce off of so many things, but that's just me having watched too many crime shows.
I mean,
But we can start there. But that's... I'm scared because... I know all of them are going to be an hour, but if we go down, like, the wrong thing...
it's gonna cost us time. All right, chat. We have three options. We can check the police reports on missing women. We can decide on what order of the test in the lab, or we can track down where the email came from. Which of those three do you think we should do?
I think... I don't feel like the missing woman... I don't know.
I mean, the woman looked small and young, so if we look at police reports, we might be able to try to finish
Set thanks email.
one for the email. Because we find out where she was kidnapped from, it might be able to narrow our search.
Maybe. Alright. Do you want to just do...
I want to give the email a chance. I mean, there's
Alright,
a chance that it's
let's
nothing.
try the email.
but-
Let's try the email. 3:15.
The second one was to decide the order of the test in the lab.
Delivered to Bishop at AntaresNIA.com. Received at 8:20 a.m. Sent from IP 10.100.161.175 with SMTP ID all in. I'm not gonna...
Wait a minute. The timestamp.
Yes?
This was sent yesterday.
It was sent yesterday. Or at least it was...
It was originally sent. It was put on a delay if it was just received.
That's what I mean. It was at least...
Go ahead.
You meddle in the guts of the email, additionally forwarding it to the IT department so they can get the most out of it. After a dozen or so minutes of work, you get the exact address the email was sent from. 2000 E. Carey Street, Richmond, Virginia, 23223, USA. You inform Delaware and the rest of the team that you have an address. Could this madman really have made such an idiotic mistake? Should you send the police there?
Well, we can look it up. What is it?
2000 E. Carey Street, Richmond, VA, 23223A. Yeah, that one. All right. It's the Holocaust Museum, which I actually kind of thought about. But...
I mean, oh, fuck. Nazis.
I mean, yeah. It all goes back to the Nazis, apparently.
I mean, the Holocaust Museum could be the death.
That's what I was thinking.
Because we have Poe, which is that.
But I feel like I'm not ready to say go here.
Hi, sweetie. I know you're never in here anymore. Hi, how are you? You good?
A poetic ending. Nice.
Okay, we don't have to necessarily send them now.
Yeah.
Because it's further leads. We can do that later.
Yeah. Well, we won't have any dig deeper.
Yeah.
God.
I don't think we're gonna find them right away.
No.
But the fact that we're over by the Holocaust Museum and the Poe Museum, I think it's a good clue. Do we want to try to look at missing women, or do you want to do the test?
I mean, I'm stressed. I guess let's do the missing women.
Missing women? Alright. So what is that?
332.
Three, 2.
Oh god, we got so many more further leads. You check the police databases in search of all the women who went missing in Virginia in recent months. The police have 34 unsolved missing cases. You drop the data into the Antara system. All basic information about the missing persons, the local police station, contact details, and telephone numbers to the police officers leading the cases. Part of the data is in the computer database, but most of it will have to be gathered by phone. Apparently, some of the police stations don't know yet what the police computer system is. Reviewing these records will be a nightmare. 34 different policemen, 34 different police stations, 34 different folders, 34 different women. This will be hell.
No, it doesn't have to be because she
read.
just went missing. Okay, read other, you said?
332.
Okay.
Alright, well, blonde. She looked blonde.
She was blonde.
From the video, even though it was
Like,
a black
we
and
can
white
get rid
video.
of-
But I feel like we can get rid of the red hair. I feel like we can get rid of black hair.
Yeah.
But we can add to match that one. I hate that it automatically sends us there. We have fingerprints.
Of Hannah Nelson,
Hannah Nelson.
whoever she is.
Yeah, go back.
Hannah Nelson is a blonde.
Mm-hmm. Emily Evans, Madison Turner. Samantha Scott. I think Isabella Adams we can probably cross off because the woman looked a little older than 15 to me. But that was just me.
No, she was tiny. She was a small woman.
Just because she's tiny doesn't mean she's 15.
I don't think we need to add that one. It's black hair.
I think we should add all that we can. I don't think it will be necessary, but I would rather have it
And not need it.
and not need it than not have it at all.
Another black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Laura Walker. Add her to match. I'm just going to go through and add all these, and then
I really wish that
we
it
have
wouldn't
options
move
to,
you to that.
Yeah.
We do have options on this card. That was Laura Walker. Or Lauren Walker. Yeah. Ava Lee is the next one that you need to add.
Because
Whoa!
What?
Match restricted. Access denied notice. Your match inquiry has been registered and transmitted to the Department of Defense in accordance with Directive. Oh, wait. No, never mind. That was the old one that we had.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was like, whoa! Never mind. Sorry. That was Ava. Shoplifting in a shoe store. Granted, these are all people who
Have police records. But
have
it's
police
still nice to have
records.
all this in
Yeah.
here.
Victoria was where we just were, so it would be Sydney Taylor would be next. Destiny Blake. It's not an instruction. Please note that the index numbers are corresponding to the back sides of the cards. Okay, so we can do a couple of things here. We can, and this is the one I think that we should do, women missing in the last 7 days.
Okay.
Women living in Richmond. And then consult with Malcolm Petrie on the psychological profile of the perpetrator. I don't feel like we have enough.
Here's the thing. If we
info.
cross-reference women missing in the last 7 days, women living in Richmond, I'm hoping that will limit. Like, that could narrow down completely. Those two things by themselves.
Yeah,
So,
but I feel like we kind of need
let's
to
do 7 days
one
first.
or the other.
Let's do 7 days first.
Alright, so 303.
.303.
Mm-hmm. It's another hour. All right.
Okay, this has now limited.
Yes. You decide it's time to shoot blind. There are too many names. You need to narrow the list down. You decide to assume that the girl must have been kidnapped a few days ago. The kidnapper would not bother to keep her for several weeks. This is, accurate. This would be an unnecessary risk. He probably abducted her right before all of this started. You sit down with the list and check police files. After a dozen or so minutes, you have a list of the girls who have gone missing in the last 7 days.
Okay, so
All right.
let's only write down women that are blonde.
All right.
Okay.
Isabella Adams. 15.
Isabella Adams?
She was
Yep.
the 15-year-old. All right. Give me just a second.
Like I said, the girl looks small, so
All right. So we have. Does anybody else do that with mechanical pencils? Like, it doesn't matter how much lead is out when you pick it up, you
I
click
look
it.
and see, and
I do it every time. Isabella Adams. Ashley Green
the James of the River. Ashley Green has red hair.
has red hair. So Sarah Wright. Blonde. Rose Rudin. Blonde. I should be writing their ages. So she's 15.
Wright was 22.
22.
And Rose is 17. This is somebody's daughter.
Oh, yeah. Lauren Walker.
22.
Me trying to remember any sort of names.
22.
Chloe Richardson. Yep.
49.
Mia Anderson. Nope. Julia Davis. How old is she?
18.
Destiny Blake.
Brunette.
Rachel Jones.
Redhead.
Redhead. Okay. All right. So, out of 10, we got it narrowed down to 6.
Okay. Now, if we cross-reference that with people that live in Richmond, we can see how many of these live in Richmond. We'll probably limit it down to probably 3 or 4 of them.
Yes. But we're getting close on time here.
Do you want to go do the lab thing? Finding the girls can be our best bet.
Who do the fingers belong to? I have so many questions.
Fingers?
Yeah.
What do you mean, fingers?
When there was fingers.
Oh, wait, there's fingers? Let's go to the lab. Let's process the fingers
Containing severed human fingers.
and see if they match any of the girls.
Well, we don't have the...
We have fingers for some of them. Fingerprints for some of them.
None of the ones that we wrote down.
Yes, we have them for Lauren Walker.
So 1 out of 6. I don't know. That seems too risky for me. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just know that we've used 3 hours and... Hi, Greg!
Hello, hello.
There are fingers. There are severed fingers that are in the lab.
It'll take us an hour, but we'd at least know.
Okay.
I mean, or we can do the thing. I know we're running out of time, but
No, let's
go to the lab.
go to the lab. That is what it's decided on the order of the tests in the lab. So
That's fine.
God only knows what that means.
310.
310.
But now we can know to fingerprint the fingers.
Yeah.
So 1 hour.
You establish a connection to the laboratory. Pictures from both of the cameras in the room appear on the main screen hanging on the wall. You see the lab technicians gently setting all items on the metal table. The connection quality is far from perfect. You ask the techs to plug in a better microphone. There is some confusion for a couple of minutes. Jenny Robinson, the second Antares team leader, eventually takes the initiative. She happened to be in the lab during the blockade. She sends the lab technicians to their tasks and sets up a better mic. The image is still mediocre, but at least the sound is passable. You haven't yet worked with the lab in such conditions. The techs set out the contents of the package on the table. You wonder which of them might provide key information about the abducted woman. The packaging may lead you to the sender. The fingers will tell you more about the kidnapped woman. The cooler is a roulette. You can only guess if it would be of any help. Time isn't working on your favor. Jenny looks intensely into the camera. Headquarters, what's your decision?
I mean, fingers.
Fingers, right?
Find the missing person. I say we go for it.
I say we do too.
All right, 314.
It's a long shot, but Ew, it's got pink fingernail polish on. All right, we've got at least SD stuff. Jenny Robinson quickly reports back the results of the examination. The right hand index finger of a Caucasian woman about 17 to 25 years old, nail painted with a very sophisticated pattern. I'm sending you the evidence data now. Evidence. Cut off finger. Fingerprints have been secured. Alright. SDS. B. S. 8. V. J.
Oops, wait, hold on. S8VJ.
J. Dash 7 E Z K T P.
That it?
Yep. Nothing.
Yep.
Oof. Maybe it's possible to search for the nail salon where the nail art was made. There's a chance that the salon employees will recognize the kidnapped woman from our list.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this sounds like an act of despair, but if you give me the address, I'll send my team there. Is it time to take such a step? The decision is yours, headquarters.
But what we can do is we can eliminate Lauren Walker because she was the one that had matching fingerprints.
Yep.
So hold on, I'm gonna go to others real quick. Make sure that none of these other ones had. Give me the names again.
Isabella Adams, Sarah Wright.
Where's Isabella? Oh, there she is.
Isabella didn't
Sarah
have any.
didn't have-
Sarah didn't have any. Rose Rudin,
Does not have any.
Chloe Richardson,
Nope.
Julia Davis.
All right. Well, I say.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Also, we can knock out Chloe Richardson. And we can knock out Isabella Adams. A Caucasian woman about 17 to 25 years old.
Okay.
So we're down to 3 now. Sarah Wright, Rose Rudin, Julia Davis.
Okay. So now, if we cross ours with Richmond, we'll probably get there.
It's possible. But we need to send police at 3 p.m.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But
I do think now if we cross-reference with Richmond.
Which one is that over there? 312.
I am so stressed right now. Someone's life is in danger. She's already had her finger cut off. You must make assumptions based on all the knowledge that the FBI has for such issues. Textbook knowledge works 80% in the cases. You pray that it will work this time. You assume the woman comes from Richmond or from a neighboring suburb. A hijacker would not want to kidnap a girl from a distant city and bring her here by car, risking being stopped by a highway patrol. Kidnapped women living in the greater Richmond area. All right.
Sarah Wright
and Rose Rudin. We do not have...
So Julia Davis is off the table.
Julia Davis is off the table.
All right, we're down to 2.
We're down to 2. It's either Sarah Wright or Rose Rudin.
All right, does that give us any more? Nope, nothing else to do for that.
No, we got nothing else on that one. I'm going back to names that I've written before.
Wright and Rudin?
I don't think that we have anything. I tend...
Yeah. Wright and Rudin are not names
I tend to lean towards Wright, only because of the sophisticated pattern, and she's a little older.
Okay.
But that's literally the only reason.
Talking dog, thank you so much for the 10
Also,
bits.
hello.
Or, no, 110 bits. Jesus. Thank you.
Hi, Micah.
It's okay. This one actually is pretty straightforward. Well, kind of straightforward. All right. So, what do we have left to do? So, things that we've already done.
Things we've already done.
We have not sent anyone to
No.
the...
We've done
Oh,
100 biddies.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Micah. We've done these two. We haven't consulted with Michael Petrie. I don't think that is.
I don't think it's worth it.
necessary. These are done.
These are done. I'm going to put these over here because these are done.
We did the
this-
cutoff finger. We didn't do the cooler or the packaging. We can search for a beauty salon to figure out which person it is, but I feel like at this point,
We're down to 2.
I don't feel like it matters who it is. I feel like we've gone down a rabbit hole and it was the wrong rabbit hole.
Well, I mean,
Because so far we don't have any information about
we
any
can go
of them.
to the packaging. If we go to the packaging, it'll probably give us one of 2 places we can look. Either the Holocaust Museum or wherever this gives us.
This is the last ditch effort here. This
Yeah.
is the last thing we're going to be able to do.
Well, no, because we go here. Well, then send somebody at 3 o'clock, and we also send somebody at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, the thing's going to explode. At 4 o'clock, we have to read something.
Okay.
Which is why I said we have to do it at 3. I'm so nervous. All right, let's check the packaging. Right? That makes the most sense, right?
I'm interested that this says to use the internet to search for this.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait a minute. We can search all of the things that we've looked up so far. Is what this is telling us.
Search for the number of the card representing the truck corresponds to the street number on which the truck is parked.
But what I'm saying is that
In order to find it, understand the clue hidden in the poem and use internet, I guess.
I'm gonna. I want to just look up 315 headquarter. Is that what it is?
Dash headquarters.
Oh wait, it's yeah. That gives us absolutely nothing. Well, right now we only have one place to search. So right now we only have one place to search.
Yes.
So I say we go for the cooler.
No, the cooler's the one with it, which is the.
Sorry, not the cooler, the packaging.
Yeah, it's the packaging. Specifically instructed to do so. That's what I thought. You cannot search the internet for information on a topic if not specifically instructed to do so. Which is just good to know for a future. Once instructed, you can browse the internet for clues. Browsing the internet never costs anything. This is just a weird. It's
But
weird
once we
what
looked it up,
it's-
we would have seen.
Yeah, it's weird
all
what
the
they're
other stuff.
saying. What they're.
So. So you want to look at the packaging and make our best
Okay,
guess?
so here's what this says. The packaging may lead you to the sender. Okay, baby. The finger will tell you more about the kidnapped woman. The cooler is a roulette. You can only guess if it would be of any help.
I almost think that we send the cops to the Holocaust Museum.
Now?
I mean, or we can.
I don't know. Why do you... Why do you think that? Why do you think that we should?
I don't know. Just because the Nazi tie-in, it's too coincidental for me.
And that's why I fear that it may be a...
Red herring?
Red herring. I'm sitting on everything that we need right now, love bug.
Do we want to look up these addresses?
I don't feel like those have anything to do with this.
I think everything's connected. But...
Well, I know everything's connected, but
So you want to look at the packaging?
we also are not supposed to look up things that don't specifically say look them up.
Well, I just wonder. I'm looking for anything that's right around there. Wood Avenue, don't see that. Bog Street. Nope. Well, do you want to look at the packaging? I mean, what do you want to do? Track down the email. We pretty much know it's one of two women. I'm asking your opinion.
All right, so we hypothetically have three more things that we can do.
Mm-hmm.
This one, no, I mean not this, like time-wise. We have from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, and then 3 to 4.
1 to 2. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Yes.
At 4.
So we have two more things because we're already at 1.
Yeah.
So we have two more things before we have to read that one. So that's what I'm saying. If we check the packaging, it will give us two options of places to look. We can either send them to that or wherever this sends us.
All right, let's... Okay, let's do the package.
Because I don't know what else. I don't know what else we have to do.
Let's do the packaging.
What is it? 307.
307. Evidence. A cardboard box. The cardboard box is new, designed for transport. The print suggests it has been purchased at a chain construction store. Evidence delivered note. In the from field, there's only one word. ARIADNE. The parcel was sent to Richmond from the delivery company's branch office at 111 Walter Road. Maybe it will be possible to find out who shipped this parcel. A small amount of dirt has been found on the package. Traces can be subjected to further research to narrow down the area where the package was probably packed. All right, so we can look this up. ARIADNE. No, the truck will blow.
So
ARIADNE. Cretan princess.
it's a daughter.
Fell in love.
You can click on yes. Just
Right. This is Greek. All right.
So it turns out that this is a Greek goddess,
Well, she was a princess.
princess.
She was associated with mazes and labyrinths because of her involvement in the myths of the Minotaur and Theseus. Daughter Helios. Other Crete. Okay. Okay, through mother. Was the half sister of the Minotaur.
Hey, Rennie Mae.
Okay. Sacrifices were made as part of. Depending on the version of the myth, later she helped Theseus conquer the Minotaur and save the victims from sacrifice. In other narrations, she was the bride of Dionysus. Okay. Okay, so she was put in charge of a labyrinth where sacrifices were made. Cool. Great.
We have. So what things do we have now? So
We can commission further research on the dirt particles.
that's not gonna.
I just feel like this music does not match my stress level. I feel like looking for the dirt really isn't the thing right now. I feel like we need to find the truck.
We have two options. We can either send it to a delivery company, or the only place we can send a cop right now is the delivery company or the police headquarters.
We can send them to
The
Delaware Street
sorry.
or to delivery company. They're the Holocaust Museum or
I say Holocaust Museum because it's so close to the bridge.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
my...
Okay. 309.
I mean... Stop, Lynx. Do we see Water Street even on here?
What street?
Water?
No. Where did that come from?
The delivery address.
Oh.
Water Road.
Walter Road.
Walter. Oh.
Walter.
Hall, Porter, Maury Stockton.
Just real fast. Stand up. Just, there you go. Good. You're good. You're good. Alright.
I just think this is too close by the bridges not to check
Alright,
it out.
let's do it. 309. It's there. It'll have. Nope. Okay. You're in touch with Tarkovsky from the Richmond PD who just arrived on the site. They have an open Wi-Fi in the museum. I'm not an expert, but I think anyone could send an email from their phone and leave. We're in deep shit. This is a dead end. The guy's playing cat and mouse with us. I'll look around. I'll call back. Tarkovsky disconnects. A few minutes later, he rings again. They have cameras in every room. Maybe I'll find this motherfucker as he's sending the email. But that's dozens of hours of recording. Do we know anything at all? Any idea of what this guy looks like? The color of the jacket? At least so I can look for him on fast forward. We're not going to find the truck before 4 o'clock. Do we know when he was in the museum and sent the email? I can interrogate the employees to find out if they have seen anything suspicious, but there is a crowd of visitors every day. They probably haven't seen squat. Okay, so we know what the suspect is wearing, but more importantly, we know exactly what time it was sent.
Yes.
So, 3:08 p.m.
308. But it goes to 4 p.m. So this goes to 4 p.m.
I don't know what has to be done first. I don't know if we get that hour to actually do the thing, because that makes sense to me, because I feel like if we have to do, if it just like skips the hour, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Tarkovsky checks the time that the email was sent. He calls back in half an hour. We got him. It's a guy in a green hoodie, tall height, head covered with a hood, light jeans with his back to the camera. He was in the Nuremberg trial exhibition room, but seemed uninterested in the exhibition. He fidgeted with his phone, and after a few minutes he pulled out the SIM card and left the phone on the tables with figures representing the tribunal's judges. We lose him when he leaves the building. The cameras at the entrance are broken. Is that all, you ask? What about the phones? The employees took it. I've secured it, but I'll bet only their fingerprints will be found on it. The suspect wore gloves. Anyway, I'm sending you a picture. I cannot unlock it. However, it does not look like his phone. Rather, the one from a kidnapped girl. What a sick bastard. R. It's Rose. R plus M is the...
Okay, so we know who kidnapped.
We know who the girl is.
All right, well, let's...
But now it's 4 o'clock. Oh my god, I hope that it doesn't explode. I hope that it just, like, starts counting down.
350.
Other 350.
Oh, sorry.
The time marker goes up to 4 p.m. The search for the truck is no longer available. I don't feel like they gave us enough.
Another 350?
It's gonna explode.
Ruby, Rose is gonna die.
350, right?
Yes. The sound of explosions bursts through the speakers. A fraction second later, there's a terrifying silence. The screens are blank. The police chatter explodes into hell as information overloads the channel. Reports of the explosion on the James River, information about a wounded policeman, information about the death of an officer on duty, the information about the traffic jam on the bridge, information about the panic in the vicinity of Robert Lee Bridge and Mayo Island. There's silence in the room. Nobody speaks. Ann Bishop opens the door, tells you to turn on the TV. The Richmond News report and information about serial hijacking is on every channel. The editors receive an email with a picture reading, "Ready for tomorrow, we're gonna have fun again." In the end, Delaware utters in a steel-cold voice, "Find him, find this motherfucker. Remove all tokens from the pool." We haven't gotten any tokens! Discard the 301 and 306 from the game without reading them. Remove all additional tokens from the time track. The search for the truck is no longer available. The goal of the case remains unchanged. Find out who is behind these events and arrest them. I legitimately am so confused about how we would have even gotten to that point.
Well, what haven't we done? We now know who the girl is.
Well, it doesn't matter. She's dead. If she was still in the truck. Which I'm assuming she was. So.
But now we're going to start getting overtime.
We have 5 stresses.
Yep, but...
And we removed 2 cards without looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think, at the end of this, that I'm not going to look at all of those, like after we finish the whole thing, you are dead wrong. Just dead wrong.
Well, we know who the girl was.
I don't even know where to go from here. I don't even know where we would have gotten
I mean, I guess.
that information. Like, I'm so
Well, we sent the police here.
lost.
So we did this one. That's done.
Search for the truck.
We don't need to send because we know who the girl is.
Yeah, the number of the card representing the truck corresponds to the street number on which the truck is parked.
But that's no longer...
It's not an option, but I'm really frustrated that I couldn't figure it out.
So we did this one too.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we can commission further research on the dirt particles. We don't need this anymore.
I mean, that's about all we can do. And the cooler.
We can do the cooler. We can commission further research on the dirt particles.
I say let's do the dirt particles.
All right, that's 321 headquarters. I'm so upset right now.
First stressor. 321.
Yes. Dirt. Minutes seem like hours as the lab technicians break down the dirt particles. Observing their work through technical cameras, it looks as if the work is not processing at all. That the techs have fallen asleep over the microscopes. Fortunately, you're communicating with Jenny Robinson, who keeps you informed about their progress. With every minute, you're getting closer to determining from which region of Richmond the dirt comes from. All right, evidence, SM.
Mm-hmm.
The composition is characteristics of the river shore, a large amount of iron compounds, carbon particles, clays. VIR 238 -9 lowercase xx
ZDR.
Cooler.
Okay, Scissors Progress PTDD this morning.
Or we send a delivery company and get more information. Let's go to delivery company. I think that's our best bet.
Might as well. 5 is our...
Yes.
5 is our...
What's the delivery company one?
Sorry. 318. I'm feeling so useless right now. The phone rings. You pick up and hear the voice of a policeman. This is Officer Gibson. I'm on site. I have this crook here. I'll let him talk to you. You hear him talking to someone in the background, warning that he'll be talking to the FBI, and if he oversteps his boundaries by an inch, his ass will not leave prison for the next 20 years. Read questioning 318. Logan Lorner, how may I help you? You hear in your speaker. This is about parcel number 45667990. When was it posted? This is not about any terrorist shit, is it? There's so much of that going on lately. We had a training session on that just a week ago. We've got police here already. Please focus. We need information. You can hear some police officer cursing at Lorner and his whole family tree. Yeah, sure. There's silence as the man checks the date in the log. Got it. Found it. Mailed today at 6:35 a.m. Super Express. Weighed 4 pounds. Paid in cash. The sender was Milano Labs. What about the monitoring? Well, what about it? We need to access the footage. Where do you keep copies? You got a local server. I bet I really can't. Lorna sounds extremely uncomfortable as he tries to start explaining, but you hear some ruckus and more swearing. After a second, you hear Gibson's voice in the speaker. This is Officer Gibson. Everything is under control. I cuffed him. I'm going to take him to the precinct. He'll give us all the codes, footage, servers. Should I bring the computer too? Officer Gibson, for fuck's sake, get that man back to the speaker right now. Lorner speaking. You hear the employee's voice once again. He speaks with a sudden slur as if he now has a busted lip. I'll give you all access right away. After a couple of minutes, Antares connects to their system and starts browsing the footage. The camera installed over the parcel center shows a man as he enters wearing a green hoodie, white, narrow lips. His eyes are obscured by thick-rimmed glasses. He wore worker's gloves in a light color, around 6 feet tall, dark hairs, in his 40s. He paid cash, didn't wait for the change, then left the center visibly limping on his left leg. The monitor is only visual, no audio. The camera is at the parking lot in the back of the building. Currently, there is a van with the logo of the delivery service and 3 passenger cars. You query Antares for the cameras in the vicinity. Maybe it would be useful to know where he went after leaving the building. Oh, hey, we get to add 2 tokens to the pool, which means we can get rid of some stress. Mm-hmm. All right, so we do have a further leads. We can get a list of all the cameras in the vicinity. All right, he's got a limp on his left leg.
He's 40s.
40s.
Where's... Well, the glass is probably fake. 6 foot, dark hair, 40s.
Left leg. 6 foot, dark hair. All right.
Okay. I mean, this is the path we need to go down.
Yeah, I agree.
So...
Cameras in the vicinity, 324. Yeah. Dang it.
324.
Oh, geez. You sit down and query Antares for all the cameras in the whole area. After a while, you have a 3D projection of the whole region with the red points of the camera and their fields of view marked. There are a lot of them, and that means a lot of data and a lot of dealing with the footage owners. The cameras have different recording formats for sure. They are maintained by people with varying degrees of competency. The whole thing will not be easy. Nonetheless, you have a starting point, a chance to track down the suspect. Delaware picks up the phone and asks which camera you want first. one phone call, one magic acronym, FBI, and you have the access codes to all around the cameras around the city. The most important thing, the exact plan of the whole area and the location of all the cameras that Antares caught, hangs on the screen on the wall. The team is finished after a day of backbreaking work under unprecedented pressure, but you got something. You have the chance to track the package to the sender. Dang. All right, so we need to read other 324.
Okay.
Great. All right. Okay.
So that's where he did this.
Yeah. So P9 right there is the parking lot for FedEx for that one.
Okay.
We have private cameras P4, P5, P6, P7, and P10. And then city cameras C234, C235, and C123. So.
I mean,
I feel like we have to look at the
P9.
delivery companies
and find out which way
and
he
find
went.
out which way he went first.
Unless this is a one-way road, which it looks like. But we don't have any way of knowing.
Like we don't have any way. Yeah. Like I feel like that is the first thing we have to do. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's do it. What are we looking at?
331 headquarters.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get rid of. We get to add a token to the pool. That's good.
This goes up by an hour.
Yep. So we're up to 4.
And this goes here. And we can do this at any time. We can use these to get rid of these.
We're gonna.
I'm just going to do it all.
Let's just do it now. Yeah, get rid of all 3 of them.
Well, I'm going to keep 1.
Okay. Private monitoring, delivery company, parking in the back, field of view, 90 degrees, range 82 feet, tilt angle 83 feet. The camera is used to monitor the parking lot at the back of the delivery company. It is not designed to view what is happening on the sidewalk, and especially not across the street. At 6:23, the suspect is caught on camera, a limping man in a green hoodie, blue jeans, and a baseball cap going north towards Walter Road. He keeps his head down and has a parcel under his right arm. The same man appears without the parcel at 6:42. He crosses through the second passage street, heads south, then disappears from the camera's reach. A moment later at 6:45, the camera catches a patrol car heading south towards Chester Road. You can't see the side number. If you could get the car's side number, you'd be able to check their onboard camera and have an additional information source. All right. So if he went south, then he either went toward P7 or C123. Hey!
Beating in the
Beating in
basement.
the basement!
Hello. Hello, friends.
friends! Hello, Raiders!
So, hello to people just joining us.
Yee.
Right now, we are playing Detective, a modern crime board game.
Modern crime board game.
It's integrated with a website. There are spoilers. Fair warning. Right now,
Talking dog, thank you for the 100 happy butt bits! Yee.
right now we're trying to find out where a guy that delivered a package is.
We're trying to find the guy who kidnapped someone, cut off their finger, threw them in a truck, and possibly blew them up. So,
You know, just a lighthearted board game.
lighthearted board game. So, but welcome
are a board game house. We play board games on the internet for you. And yes, this is more of an adult game.
It has adult language.
It has adult language, which we learned really early on, and that was a big old surprise.
And Nazis. Adult language and Nazis.
It has said the F word many times.
I see what you did there.
Accurate. Wampus! Thank you for the 20 unicorn bits. Alright. Okay, so we know he went south, so he either went past P7 or C123. Now, here's the thing. We know that we have all the cameras, at least the city cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So we could get C123 real easy. P7's going to be a little harder.
Why is it going to be harder?
Because it's a personal one. It's a private camera. We have the city camera ones fairly easily. At least that's what I understand.
No, I think we have access to all of them.
All of them?
Yeah. That's why they all have numbers.
So do we want to check P7 or C123 first?
I feel like P7 is aimed right at the road. So
yeah.
we might be able to... But it's only getting one road, where C123 gets both. But I feel like P7 might get us the side of that car, so we might get the car number.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You pick. So what do you guys
I
think?
literally have no idea.
We can either get the cameras in the bottom corner. We can either get this one here or this one here are the two we're looking at getting. Well, see, either one could get it. We don't know which one could get its car number. I'm thinking P7, but
I'm thinking P7.
we don't know which way they turn.
Let's go with P7. I have a good feeling about P7. So P7 is 330.
Okay.
What's that? Welcome to the neighborhood. Actually, nobody. 6400. Welcome to the neighborhood. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. What did I say? P7? 330. I just have...
Really?
Great. Thanks, Kat. P7. Private monitoring. Milton Bank. The camera from the terminal didn't record any passersby for most of the time. At 6:11, a blue Cadillac passed west. At 6:21, a cyclist dressed in a sporty clothing approaches the terminal and withdraws money from an ATM. At 6:23, a Richmond police car was driving westward. The bike partially obscured the side number. The only visible part was 70-32. After taking the cash, the cyclist drove westward at 6:36. Now, hang on. Where is this? Where? This? Is it this one? No. This one. At 6:45.
That's not the right way.
No.
Times don't match up. That's a
Nope.
wasted hour.
Yeah. So, C123?
Yeah.
I feel like we are not going to finish this one.
All right, what is it? C123?
C123 is 319.
319?
Mm-hmm. At oh, good. We get another token. That's the big thing. All right. At 6:11, the intersection of Green River and Chester Road, there was a car accident. A blue Cadillac crashed into a red Ford wagon. The drivers got out of the car and began to argue. At 6:24, a patrol car arrived at the accident scene. Unfortunately, a trash partially obscured the serial number, only the beginning, 270, which is probably the one.
No, because another one shows up at
No.
6:48.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's the one that was driving by at 6:23 for this one.
Okay.
At 6:48, or the police officer got out of the car. One of the policemen was forced to separate the brawling men. At 6:48, right at the edge of the camera field of view, a second police car parks. The only visible part of the side numbers is 260. All right, so we can acquire footage from car 270. The card number
Nope, we don't want that one.
is missing the 3 digits of the car. Acquire the footage from car 260. The card number is the missing 3 digits of the card.
I'm going to literally discard this now. Okay, so we're doing the second one, right?
Yes, but we don't know. We don't know the
Hey, the fish.
Hi, Defish. We don't know the numbers
But we
to even
have.
check.
But we can acquire footage for the police car.
We have to have the missing 3 digits, which we do not have.
Oh,
Yeah. So, we know that we should have done this first, and I don't know why I didn't think of this. We know that the car came south. We need to check P6.
yep.
I don't know why we didn't do that first.
All right. What's P6?
329. I am very upset with myself that I did not think of that.
329.
We get a token. Yay.
Well, that's good because this thing goes up again.
All right, at 6:28, the camera shows a limping man. God, I'm so mad right now. Wearing a green hoodie, blue jeans, and a baseball cap, entering the courier company building. He has a parcel under his right arm. The man enters Walter Road from the south, from the side of the Second Passage Street. At 6:39, he leaves the building, limping slightly and heading back to the way he came. At 6:45, you see the Richmond police car number 260322 going east on Walter Road and turning into Second Passage Street. Maybe the recording from the cam managed to get a visual of the suspect. If he walked south to Chester Road and was limping by at the time, the police car might have passed him. So we can get a video of the police car number 322. Why did we not do that first?
322.
Let's use this and go ahead and get rid of that. What do you say?
Wait, 322 you said?
322. That's another hour. So we're at 4. It is difficult to communicate with the policemen who are still at the police station at this hour, but in the end you manage to force them to download the video footage from the police car and upload it to the Richmond PD server. You log in and start browsing. At 6:45, the car drove onto Second Passage Street. The recording did not, however, register the man's fitting the description or any suspicious cars along the route. After a minute, the police car stops at the accident at the intersection. I did. Yeah, that's the right one. You got nothing. Damn. You call the police station and force them to give you the phone number of the police car driver, and despite absurd hour, you call him. A very sleepy man tries to understand what you're talking about. The guys from the other patrol car might have seen something. They reached the incident site by taking the First Passage Street and then turned into Chester. They mentioned that this is a faster route because this second block is often clogged by delivery trucks.
So in order to get that,
I want to cry right now.
do we have that car? Number?
No. We have this one, 32 something. And by process of elimination from what we have, which might be cheating, we're looking at 323, 324, or 323, 324, 325, or 326.
Hold on.
Which I feel like is kind of cheating.
That's kind of cheating, yeah.
But we know where to find it, but I'm afraid that we're going to run out of time. I'm afraid we're going to run out of stress.
Oh.
But we can probably get the car at C235.
Mm-hmm.
And we might as well, right?
Yeah.
Got no other choice. 317. Hopefully we'll get a token. But otherwise, we are screwed.
317.
317. Nope. It's 320. At 6:19, the camera recorded a police car driving from the east on Walter Road, taking a turn into First Passage Street. Unfortunately, the police car moved parallel to a truck, which traveled in the same direction, so only a fragment of the side numbers are visible. At 6:44, the camera recorded another patrol driver from the east, Walter Road. Unfortunately, the sun reflects the car body. Visible is 260. If you had the exact number of the car, you could get a recording from the onboard camera. It's possible that the police car passed by the suspect. 320 is the card number, but
Don't we get to read the card before we get it?
I think so. We can hope for a token. Nope.
Well, we still get to read the other before that happens, so...
Getting the footage from the car takes forever. This very few people are up at the Richmond precinct at this very hour. Finally, they upload the material to their server and give you access to the files. At 6:19, the car 270320 drove from the east on Walter Road. It turned left onto First Passage Street. At 6:20, the recording shows a gray Ford with a plate number of VZV9674 turning left to the car park at the back of Chester Road 25 and 26. You enlarge the picture and zoom in on the driver. Man in a green tracksuit is sitting behind the wheel. You got him. You check in the database for the vehicle. It's Walter Frey, who lives in Chesterfield, Delaware. Nods, confirming what everybody else is thinking. Read other 320. For the love of goodness, please tell me we got this right at the end.
320?
Yep. Thank God. With our last stress. Police officers make the arrest, reported that Walter Frey didn't want to surrender. He tried to escape through a window and was holding something in his hand that resembled a weapon. He was neutralized. To stop him from escaping and threatening local civilians, his apartment is located in a densely populated area. I would like to thank the whole Antares investigation team and all of the brave police officers who conducted this operation. It's a shame that we will not learn anything from him, but at least tonight we can sleep a little bit calmer. Delaware said. Later it was determined that Walter Frey was holding in his hand, in fact, a hard drive in a dark casing. Technicians were able to secure the data and found out that it contained illegal pornography. However, a thorough search of Frey's apartment did not provide any conclusive evidence that someone abducted was being held there. Go to final report for Case 3. Catskills, thank you so much for those 10 party bits. Mar Magni, thank you for the 15 happy butt bits. Wampus, I'm waiting for it to come out. Thank you for the 10 Shamrock biddies, the lucky biddies.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. I am, tense. Tense. Walter Frey. Rose Rudin.
Mayo Island, if that's where the thing blew up. That's what they said.
Well, we don't actually know if she was there or not, but I'm assuming that since, she's not at his apartment, she was in the truck. Which makes me really sad. It did blow up.
Do we just want to say we don't know? I mean, I think she's dead. I think we know that they said Mayo Island.
Yeah. Additional questions. Delaware enters the office where you prepare a report and asks you some additional questions. So tell me more about that kidnapped woman. Have you determined anything unusual about her?
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything unusual. We did not go that far. I don't know how you would have time to go that
Bradley?
far. You can't. Don't go back. Just remember Russell Bradley. I remember Russell Bradley. Wait, hang on. I might have it over here. I didn't write anything down the last, Yeah, I didn't write anything down. Oh, Milano Labs. I knew that one. He limped on his left leg. Hey. Oh, no.
5.
Oh, no. Owie, 6. Great. All right.
We solved the case, though.
Sure, we solved the case. All right, Delaware says, visibly tired. Let's go through what we know and put it to the end. Oh, yeah, well, we were wrong on it was Bell Island, not Mayo Island. First of all, the perpetrator. I believe it's Walter Frey, right? Everything seems to point at him. We're still analyzing some additional evidence, but at this moment I agree with that assessment. Delaware phone rang. He accepted the call. Yes, I will notify my team. He hangs up. So our technicians were able to track the suspect's vehicle using the city monitoring. It took them a while, but they were able to confirm that it was a Walter Frey's car, and that individual from the car was seen near the Virginia Holocaust Museum. Let's move on to the kidnapped woman. You were able to determine that her identity is Rose Rudin. That seems to be right. Of course, I'm still awaiting the confirmation from her family. Another phone call. Okay, thank you. Delaware hangs up. We were able to confirm beyond any doubt it was Rose Rudin who was captured. According to your report, she was being held at Mayo Island. That's incorrect. It was Bell Island. All right, team, let's put this investigation to an end. We know who was abducted, who did it. You did a great job under strenuous circumstances. I'm glad you withstood the pressure. Just a few last things to do. We can all finally go home. The lockdown is finally lifted. It will be necessary to explain and find out who initiated it. The most important thing is the main perpetrator has been found. Unfortunately, just like Malcolm Petrie had warned, the suspect turned out to be dangerous, and there was a shootout at the site of the arrest. Walter Frey was shot dead on the spot. This crazy day comes to an end. It was the hardest day in Antares history. Well, Antares hasn't really been around that long, so yeah, I would think so. Who is Malcolm Petrie? I have nothing about Malcolm Petrie.
Write that name down.
I am frustrated. I am sad.
Poor Rose.
I don't feel like we did well. I am trying to figure out how the heck we would have been able to do everything. So, going back, thinking, had we...
I mean, if we would have tracked the package right away, but then we would have never found out who the girl was, and we would have never gotten
who the girl was.
We would have never gotten into.
But we might have stopped him before the, thing exploded. I feel like...
No, I don't think we could have. I don't know how. Unless we followed the exact trail. Like, lab first, tracked package, went to the right camera right away. No, we won. We solved the case. Just took all of our stress and everything to do it.
Things I've learned from this game. I make dumb mistakes and would not be good at this in real life. Thankfully,
this is just a game and no one was actually killed.
Yes, the bridges are still fine in Richmond, Virginia. It's weird though. Them using like real places makes it like it gives it more heft.
Stressed, but like in a good way stressed. Like, I feel like the fact that I'm as like as I am with it means that like I'm connected to the story and I want to do well.
And now I want to know how this case ties into the other two, because you know it does. Well, Megan, it is 9 o'clock.
It is, in fact, 9.
We had a super long stream on Monday.
We did.
We could call this one an early stream
Mm-hmm.
and go raid someone and spread some love.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I'm okay with tonight.
I am also okay with it tonight. It was a long day.
So I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go spread some love with some of our friends elsewhere. Because, you know, once you solve the case, it kind of has a good endpoint. So let me take a look and see who's out there in the world of streaming.
I feel like I need a drink after that. Like, just like
Curl up with like a glass of wine and like.
So which one are you feeling? Do we want some D&D or do we want some...
Oh. Okay, well, I'm always feeling. I say bored and drunk.
Okay.
I feel like them doing Pathfinder and. Thank you, Sailor Nightwing.
Don't suck up to the DM.
Oh gosh, we got two chat air, two chat air hugs.
Oh.
You did sneak in quietly.
Okay.
Wait, who is that, G?
above Lumpus.
Oh, I don't know. I know which. Do I follow him? I don't know if I followed him in one of the raids or not.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, 16-bit Eric. Yeah. Yeah. You wanna go visit Eric playing Stardew?
Sure.
He's somebody that streams with Vanna and stuff.
Sure.
Okay. Then we will go visit Eric over. Let me get this all popped up. All right, guys. So, oh no, this is Eric from Geek and Sundry. Eric. I can't think of his last name. Anyways, we're gonna visit Eric. He's playing Stardew Valley. Great guy. Gee, what is his last name? I'm drawing a blank. Or anybody else that may know it.
I'm looking at old D&D notes. Well, old Fantasy Age notes.
Hi. Campbell. Eric Campbell. Yes, we're going to visit Eric Campbell. Show him some love. Drop him a follow. Great guy. Really entertaining. Very smart. So, yeah, we're going to go raid him. We love you guys, and we will see you guys on Friday for a game that I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
But we love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.